Hello and welcome to All Killer, No Filler. It is not Friday, it's Thursday because tomorrow's Good Friday. And I am here with new DTC team member, Raven Dixon. I just want to give Raven a little intro here. When I first started we started this whole DTC thing like a year ago. We kind of dreamed up this idea for a membership community. And we were always looking for someone who could help us grow it, who really understood what media buyers go through, who really understood the life cycle of a brand as it's growing, as it's scaling, so that this person could really relate to our customers on the membership side on D2C Plus. And I thought back then, oh, if I could get anyone from that team, it would be Raven Dixon, senior media buyer on the Pilothouse side. And through some amazing opportunities, I think with how well D2C Plus has started, and so it became a really attractive option, a really great thing to bring someone onto. And we were able to snag Raven Dixon from the internal media buying team. Big loss for that team, big win for the D2C Plus team. Welcome to the podcast, Raven. How you doing?
Thank you so much, Eric. I'm doing great. I'm so excited about this new opportunity, and sad, of course, to say bye to that media buying team. I hold them all very near and dear to my heart, but so excited to be joining DTC Plus.
Well, now you are they are going to be your client. Yeah, you are their client now, as they help us scale the membership community, our workshops and things like that. Let's back up a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about your media buying experience, sort of how you came to Pilothouse and how that experience has been?
Definitely. So, media buying is something that truly an opportunity that fell into my lap when I was done my degree years ago back in marketing. I did my degree here in Victoria, and somebody had reached out to one of my professors saying, hey, we've got this spot open as a media buyer. Do you know anybody? And I got really lucky and he recommended me. And from there, it's really just been up and up and up. I started working with another small startup. Really, that opportunity really brought my skills to the next level because the two of them, it was just the three of us working together. So essentially I was working with two people who had years and years in the industry, and it was just the three of us. So I had no choice but to learn as fast as I possibly could. Unfortunately, that company there, they decided not to move forward with it, and they offered me up to Pilothouse. They were mutual friends. And then from there, it's just been really exciting. The Pilothouse team has grown so much. I started with that company. I think I was the seventh person that they hired. So it was a smaller team of us back in the day. And I've really been able to grow with the company and with the clients and be able to kind of help scale bigger clients to become bigger fish. Amazing.
What would you say, what have you taken most from your time at Pilothouse so far? What has been, what is the thing you sort of love most about your work with Pilothouse?
The people, for sure. I'm sure that every single Pilothouse employee will tell you that. It is an environment like none other where we all win together. And if one account is, maybe we're seeing some issues, every single buyer piles into that ad account to help it become successful. And on the client side, that's absolutely amazing for them because yes, you have your lead buyer and your team, but you're really powered by all of Pilothouse. And it's not a place where it's in an individual, you're on your own accounts, but the whole team is there to support you the whole way through. And that I think is so unique and such an amazing opportunity for anybody entering the media buying world.
Very cool. Speaking of amazing team members, we have Jacob Geary joining us. We wanted to invite him on the podcast as well. Jacob was the first marketer I ever worked with when I was promoting, previous businesses that I've had. And he's also the lead buyer on the D2C business. So he's going to be working sort of intimately with Raven to help us scale the membership community as well as the front end of our podcast. Jacob, we're just talking about our intro to media buying. And can you talk a little bit about your early days getting into high level media buying?
Oh yeah, I was doing real estate ads, trying to get leads for realtors, people looking to sell or buy, and it was mainly PPC, Google PPC, just small scale. And I had probably 20 clients, but they were all the exact same. It'd be homes for sale in Nanaimo. All right, let's duplicate that campaign. Homes for sale in Victoria. So that was how I got introduced. And then this was right after I had my marketing degree. So played in pretty nicely and obviously liked it a lot, started diving into Facebook ads, and then got hired by Helmkin, which I don't know, some of the viewers probably know, but was formed just before Pilothouse, and a lot of those, employees have transferred into Pilothouse now. So yeah, basically grew a lot with this company from start to finish. So I'd say, I know I've been molded a lot by like Pilothouse's media buying strategies from almost the start.
I love it, which is, always performance based, always about how to make the most value from every single possible click. I wanted to ask you, Jacob, like what do you love most about Facebook ads?
I like how there's a like creative element, unlike some advertising platforms, it's just like text, like copy. I definitely like the creative element side of it and putting that together with copy. I love just the variance of like products we'll see on Facebook and what can be successful and what can't be. It's cool how sometimes the unpolished ads like will perform well, and with traditional advertising that might not have been the case a lot of the time.
It wouldn't have seen the light of day.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't get a billboard like a blurry graphic or something
with UGC or whatever upside down image that just gets people to click. Yeah. No, I think that it's lent itself to the whole Pilothouse method of iteration and testing lots of different things, not being precious, letting the data tell the story, all of these things that we talk about all the time.
For sure. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Raven, back to D2C Plus for a second then here. So this is, we brought you on, our membership community is just over about 100 paying members, which is really exciting. And we are, trying to grow that on the regular. Can you talk a little bit about what you're hoping to do with D2C Plus over the next 6 months?
Definitely. So what I love about DTC Plus in general is that you really get almost one-on-one time with the Pilothouse community, in the sense where, we've got our Facebook group, which a lot of our Pilothouse team is in. You get to join these podcasts live. At Pilothouse, we love to do things different, outside of the box. We test weird strategies, weird creatives, and we call it kind of catching the wave. And as a DTC Plus member, you get that information like that instant. As we see a wave start to take off, I'm going to go on the Facebook group and be like, hey guys, this strategy is starting to work out for us. This, this creative is what's dominating. You get that right then and there, as opposed to in the newsletter. The newsletter is great, but what I love about DC Plus is it's those instant quick wins and quick hits. Eric, we've got some really exciting things coming up down the line. We've got our first monthly mixer. In those mixers, we are going to have the Pilothouse team there as well. We've got a lot of content that we're going to start dropping in that group to ensure that everybody there gets as much information directly from the Pilothouse team that they can, to then grow either their own businesses or help scale their own clients.
I think that was the word that came up in our customer surveys a lot in the beginning was that access. And I think finding ways to innovate that, I think, are going to be key. We're obviously giving our highest end insights in our monthly workshops that we do with D2C Plus. We've got our Amazon workshop coming up, the Amazon Growth Guide. Very excited about that one. And so we're giving our monthly but I'm excited about this new format of just sort of the more of the moment insights that are kind of working and happening on the team. I'm really excited for those, because I think those are always things that people are looking for, in their day-to-day when they're marketing their products.
Definitely. And because you never know how long those waves are going to go for. So that's the idea, that we just want to be able to give you that data and that information and that stuff that we're seeing really take off, and key deliverables that you can then take into your ad account and say, okay, yes, this is working for Pilothouse. Let me take this exact structure, this exact strategy, this exact page or copy or creative, and put it right into my ad account. I think that's going to be the key thing that we want to deliver with DTC Plus moving forward.
That's been one of the most rewarding parts of the newsletter, putting out all this content, is people coming up to us after the fact, sending us emails being like, oh, I tried putting if only as the first line of my text. I tried adding multiple links to the bottom of my ads, and my conversion rate went up, my CTR went up. Getting that sort of constant feedback loop that the stuff that we're putting out there people like, but more importantly, that it's actually helping them improve the results on their ads. That's why we do it.
Definitely. And the cool thing about the DTC Plus community as well is it's not just Pilothouse. As you said, we've got over 100 now paid members on there. Those are also, top tier people in the industry. So you're getting access to Pilothouse, but also to other people in the industry who can help you if you've got an issue, if you've got a new promotion, or you just want to run, maybe you've got a crazy weird idea and you want to run it past somebody. You can drop it in there and everybody's going to be in there and give you support and let you know what they think of it.
Nice. Jacob, from a client side, because you're our lead buyer on the newsletter side as well as on the D2C Plus side, what do you see for the future of the media buying side of the D2C biz?
Yeah, I mean, excited to, keep pushing these courses and really start to cement those as like value plays for some of these big brand followers. I know, like you said, we already got some great feedback on that. So excited to keep pushing those. But I think like in terms of our strategy and everything, we're starting to see a lot of success bringing in like followers of these big brands, people connected with big brands. Whereas when the newsletter sort of started, it was a lot of drop shipping, and that's definitely still a lot of our appeal. But I know that like on the ad buying side, we're trying to get more of those types of people into the network, and obviously that helps everyone else in the group as well, like you said. So yeah, a lot of audience testing, a lot of message testing. We have the freedom, to test lots of angles because like you said, like DTC is kind of our client, and we work closely with them, and getting that feedback has been great. So
it's been a fun process, getting the full treatment, the full creative treatment. And, I've heard of, just how we've grown this newsletter largely with ads has been pretty amazing. I think like, and I know the Hustles talked very openly about driving ads. I've heard other people in the space say that ads haven't been able to work, but I feel like for whatever reason we've been able to do it, we've really dialed in our audience targeting. I think our audience targeting, I'm looking at who's signing up and the number of who have sort of blank Gmail addresses versus the branded, D2C brands that are on there. Just the targeting, the way the ads speak directly to people, and the content just seems to be really dialed. So I'm happy to be working with a team like you guys.
Oh yeah, we're excited to keep growing, and I think the addition of Raven's going to be huge. Obviously, bring it all together. So
nice. Okay, awesome. Well, I think we can keep this one short and sweet. Any closing words on D2C Plus and what we're going to be doing there, Raven?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really exciting stuff coming down the line. Of course, the Amazon workshop is coming up. I have seen the content, the beginning content for that. That is not one that you want to miss. These guys are doing absolutely amazing stuff on the Amazon side with Pilothouse. So got that coming down the line. We've also got a few ideas for our next couple workshops and pretty excited about those. Overall, really, really big, exciting things to come for DTC Plus.
I think what people need to take away, and I didn't say too much of this in the intro, but D2C is run by like started by me and Jeff Shannon and these other people who are not the most organized. When we get it done, but it's not always done ahead of time. Not all the boxes are always checked, but one of the things that I'm really excited about, working with you on is your, the fact that you have organizational skills. And I think it's so critical. I think it's something that all D2C Plus prospective members need to understand, is that having someone, where things are going to be planned out well in advance, the access is going to be there. And then not only are you, that's what I like about this situation, is not only are you, going to be organized in that fashion, but you also come from this background. So you can answer so many questions yourself. You have so much experience. You were saying, you're saying that you only have 3 years of media buying experience, but I was trying to remind you, like, that's a decade in media buyer years, at least. So I think it's a really great opportunity for people to get access to you, and then to have you be the conduit to access to the Pilothouse team. And I'm very excited to where we can take this.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I think that organization as well, Eric, I think Jacob, you'll probably agree, being a media buyer, that's one of the biggest things you need to have, because you got clients and promos and different things going on. So really excited to be able to take kind of all of those skills and just drive them right into the DTC Plus community.
Amazing.
Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. Everyone enjoy your Easter Friday tomorrow. It's a holiday here in Canada, which isn't in the States, but anyways, you probably have Monday or something. I don't know. It's almost the end of my day. So thanks everyone. We'll talk again soon.
Awesome. Thanks guys.
Thanks so much, guys.